Many men decide to stop masturbating in search of physical, emotional, or even personal and religious changes. But what really happens to the body and mind when this practice is set aside? This choice can trigger effects ranging from mood changes to impacts on sexual performance. And that's exactly what I want to clarify in this video. I'm Eva Rizzo, a urologist, and my goal here is to help you understand these changes clearly and without judgment. Whether you've already made this decision or are just reflecting on the topic, having reliable information is essential to deal with the challenges and benefits of this choice. I'll explain what happens in the body, how to handle possible side effects, and how to maintain emotional balance during this process. Having the right information is the first step to taking care of your health and making decisions aligned with your values and goals. Before we move forward, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more content about health and sexual education. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and leave a comment, type 1. If you like the topic, or 0 to suggest improvements. Your opinion matters. Masturbation is a topic that sparks different opinions in this video. The goal is not to encourage this practice or question anyone's beliefs. The focus is to provide information about what can happen when a man decides to stop masturbating before diving into the main topic. It's important to address the myths surrounding it. Stories passed down through generations claim, for example, that masturbation can cause hair to grow on hands, lead to loss of focus, or even result in energy depletion. Other myths mention nutrient deficiencies like zinc, aerial problems, sexual impotence, and even premature ejaculation. These repeated ideas often create confusion and fuel unnecessary fears. Masturbation is a subject that often triggers different perspectives, but it's important to recognize that this practice also has positive aspects worth noting. For many men, it can be in masturbation benefits, effective way to relieve accumulated stress, contributing to a more balanced mental state. Additionally, it can improve sleep quality as the relaxation it provides may promote better rest. Another observed benefit is the reduction of anxiety, especially during tense moments, helping maintain emotional control. Another relevant point is the impact on relationships. When men develop a better understanding of their own bodies, they become more confident during sex-enhancing connection with their partners and making intimacy more enjoyable. This self-awareness stems from understanding personal preferences and sensations, something that can be explored in a healthy way. This confidence directly impacts the quality of relationships and emotional well-being. Do you want to masturbation? Negative consequences: strengthen your sex life and improve connection in your relationship. In my ebook, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality After 60, you'll find practical guidance to reignite desire, overcome physical and emotional challenges, and deepen the bond with your partner. Click the link pinned in the first comment and transform your love life. Although masturbation may offer benefits, it's important to recognize that excessive practice can have negative consequences, especially when it becomes compulsive behavior. In some cases, frequent, masturbation is closely tied to excessive pornography consumption, creating a cycle that's hard to break. This pattern changes how the brain responds to pleasure, leading men to seek increasingly intense stimuli to feel satisfied over time. This dependency can affect the ability to connect emotionally and physically with another person. Many men caught in this habit end up distancing themselves from real relationships, preferring the immediate gratification provided by masturbation. This distancing not only compromises intimacy with a partner, but can also lead to feelings of loneliness and frustration. Another critical aspect is the creation of unrealistic expectations about sex. Pornography often portrays exaggerated and unrealistic scenarios, causing men to develop desire patterns that are hard to replicate in real life. This disconnect may result in insecurity, performance anxiety, and even sexual dysfunctions, making the impact of addiction even more severe over time. Why stop masturbation? Some men choose to stop masturbating for different reasons. and this decision can have deeply personal meanings for some. The motivation comes from religious beliefs that encourage abstinence as part of a more disciplined lifestyle, aligned with spiritual values. Others may make this decision for reasons related to self-control, aiming to reduce dependence on immediate stimulation, or even improve performance in other areas of life such as relationships and productivity. Whatever the reason, it is important to understand how this Chang can affect the body and mind, especially when it happens suddenly, when the interruption is not entirely voluntary or based on a strong conviction. Emotional effects may appear within the first few days. Irritability, difficulty concentrating, increased stress, and even a sense of emptiness may arise, especially if the previous habit was used as an emotional outlet. This happens because masturbation stimulates the release of neurotransmitters, like dopamine and endorphins, which are directly linked to feelings of pleasure and relaxation. Without this chemical release, the body goes through an adjustment period, and that's when emotional discomfort can occur. For some, this transition is quick, but others may need more time to restore hormonal and emotional balance. That's why it's ejaculation time crucial for this decision to be supported by self-awareness and strategies to handle the changes, ensuring that emotional impacts are minimized during the process. Another interesting point to consider when a man decides to stop masturbating is ejaculation time. This topic raises many questions, so it's worth explaining how this dynamic works in the body. Men who regularly masturbate tend to have greater control over how long they take to ejaculate. This happens because masturbation helps them develop familiarity with sensations and learn to control their rhythm better. However, when masturbation is suddenly stopped, this practice of self-control can temporarily diminish during the first sexual encounter. After this pause, it is common for physical and emotional stimulation to feel more intense. This heightened excitement, combined with a lack of practice in controlling climax, can lead to a shorter ejaculation time. In some cases, this situation may even result in episodes of premature ejaculation, especially during the initial adjustment phase. This reaction is completely natural, and for most men tends to be temporary over time. The body adapts and control returns to normal. In the meantime, it is important to handle the situation with patience, and if necessary, seek strategies to improve endurance during sexual activity. Avoiding frustration and ensuring greater confidence with time, the body usually adjusts. Many men report that after the body adjusts initial phase, they regain control over ejaculation timing, making sexual experiences more satisfying. This adjustment period is often more noticeable in the first few days, but with patience, balance is restored. Now let's get to the main point of this video. Does quitting masturbation harm your health? The answer is simple: no. It does not pose any risk to the body. You won't experience any physical or emotional harm as long as this choice makes sense to you and aligns with your beliefs. If you decided to give up masturbation for religious, philosophical, or personal reasons, that's perfectly fine. Likewise, if you choose to maintain this practice in moderation, that's also okay. The most important thing is to avoid conflicts between what you believe and how you live your daily life. The key is to maintain a healthy relationship with your own body and respect your limits. The real issue here is not whether to masturbate or not, but rather finding a balance that fits your values and lifestyle. After all, taking care of your well-being involves consistency and self-awareness, and this applies to all aspects of life. There is something interesting to observe when someone who already has the habit of masturbating decides to take a break. Whether for a short period or even indefinitely, this change can bring some transformations and understanding. These changes is essential for dealing with them consciously. Masturbation has always. Conclusion been a topic that divides opinions? Some see it as something natural and beneficial, while others adopt a more conservative view. This diversity of perspectives is not a problem. It's part of the dialogue. What matters most here is to set aside any judgment and focus on providing clear and useful information. The goal is for you to better understand how the body reacts to this choice, what changes may occur, and how it can impact overall well-being. After all, understanding your body is the first step to making more conscious decisions aligned with your values. Throughout this video, we discussed the physical and emotional effects that may arise when a man decides to stop masturbating. We also explored how this choice, whether for personal or religious reasons, can impact well-being and even sexual performance. Now I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your mood or ejaculation control during periods without masturbation? Share your experience in the comments, as it may help others who are going through the same process. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like the video. Your like is essential to help more people access important information about sexual health. On this channel, you'll find more videos with tips and guidance on sexuality and men's health. Take the opportunity to watch more content and keep learning. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss future updates. See you in the next video.